I'm Tony Sanchez. I play Dr. Emmett, who is in charge of the Cloisters. The Cloisters is a private institution for people who can't cope with the outside. And you will meet 5 patients who are very lovable, but they can't cope with the outside world. Enter Mrs. Ethel Savage, who is the focus of our story. And she has been committed there by her 3 evil stepchildren. But Dr. Emmett, who is a pretty smart guy, sees right off the bat something is not quite right with this situation.
I'm Shaun Ancelet. I play Belle Savage. She is the youngest child of the Savage family. She is, she's grown up in privilege, and she's kind of oblivious to the feelings of other people. And it's very nice getting to play the evil stepdaughter.
My name is Sheila Popplewell, and I play Ethel Savage in The Curious Savage. She's an older lady who has lived most of her life in a privileged situation, but I don't think she started that way. She just happens to fall in love and marry a wealthy man. And for most of her life, it's about making him happy. And then he passes on, and now she's finding herself lost without what to do with herself. And her children want to help her make those decisions for her, but she doesn't agree to that. It's a comedy. It's got a lot of funny stuff, but it's also got a lot of thought-provoking lines. Hopefully this play will make you think.
My name is Tim Latimer. I'm playing the role of Senator Titus Savage. He is the eldest of the 3 evil stepchildren, as Tony alluded to. And he is a senator. He came from a lifestyle of privilege and probably graduated close to the bottom in his class at Harvard. But he's the eldest of the 3 siblings and is somewhat of the leader. And I would describe him as a benign bully. His bark is a lot louder than his bite. And I don't think a lot of people take him all that seriously, although he would like to come across as this big, strong, bully guy, and he isn't really. I think it's going to be a surprise to a lot of folks who come and see it. I was unfamiliar with the play until I read the script, and it's just a cute, family-friendly play.
Hello.
Miss Willie says the locks are only there to keep the world outside.
Corny, isn't it? Oh, it's alive!
Oh, Fairy, you must stop frightening yourself.
It's quite harmless.
It won't bite.
It won't shed, lay eggs, or bark. And to best by our knowledge, it's unbest by sense. It's perfectly, harmless.
Well, in that case, any friend of yours is a friend of mine.
Perhaps we should introduce ourselves. You must be Mrs. Savage. I'm Florence Williams.
How do you do?
We've been expecting you all afternoon. We're so glad to have you with us. May I introduce Fairy May?
Say you love me.
Oh, we've only just met.
You don't have to mean it. I feel wonderful when people say they love me.
I'm sure everyone loves you.
You see, I told you she wouldn't be spoiled. Welcome to the Cloisters. Climate best by government test.
Thank you.
And this is Hannibal. And this is our Mrs. Paddy.
How do you do, Mrs. Paddy?
I hate everything in the world. But most of all, I hate lightning, skunk cabbage, custard, mustard, spiders, blisters, girdles, mice, bees, keys, ragweed, chloroform, rhubarb, barnacles, bats, broken glass, eels, crumbs, drunks, tombstones, gallstones, salt, and cider.
Why don't you like rhubarb?
Mrs. Paddy won't answer you, Mrs. Savage. She'll only recite the things that she hates.
Sweet but stubborn.